Uh, what's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow here, back with our video to get those 10s and 20 views. And I am already in hockey mode because, unfortunately, maybe yours, Carolina Panthers have been eliminated from the playoffs. Also, you could be a lot of other teams fans that also has been eliminated from the playoffs. But that's not what we're here for. It is Thursday, which means it's time for my NFL reaction, or not reaction, predictions. Do have a few things coming this week, hopefully. One is, maybe it's going to be Saturday's video, is my Carolina Panthers year-end review, which is basically me reviewing the Carolina season and my hopes of what I hope this off season brings for the Panthers. Me and my buddy Chris, I'm not sure if he's going to have a stage name or like I go by Celtic Scarecrow, or is he just going to go by Chris, or is he going to go by something else? Helped me come up with a pretty funny sketch idea, which is actually going to challenge my video sphere, which hopefully it's cool. It's football related. So that's also coming out at some point this week. He is eventually, probably next season, maybe around draft time, going to be joining me here. So I figure it all out. I will have to shrink myself down and have him sit next to me, and he'll do predictions with me. And he's a Cowboys fan, so I am bringing in someone who's not a Panthers fan. No, Cowboys fan, slightly better than Eagles fan. That's all I'm going to get to that. But let's get down to it. Last week, I kind of did better than the Cowboys at the end of the year. I went 9-7. Few games ended a little differently than I thought. Some of that had to do with the fact that people were resting or other teams just didn't show up. But that means, and the Buffalo, if you haven't heard by now, Buffalo and Cincinnati were canceled. So that game is just, so it won't count as a positive or negative or as a tie or whatever. But that does mean I ended the season at 164 correct picks, 115 incorrect picks, and two. So that would put me in. Pulling up a calculator. I didn't do this beforehand. Let's see if we do 5. I got approximately 80% of the picks. I'm not going to add in the 2 ties. I'm not sure exactly how that works out in the math, so I'm just going to give that little 2% over. I'm going to go round up due to that. So that 80%, not bad. That's a passing. That is a B by some standards. For a first year's prediction, I will take an 80% correction rate. That means if you did bet on me just straight up, you would have made money. But the season's not over. The season is not over. I have a few more predictions too. So we are going to do a playoff bracket. Let's see if I can how well did I pay attention this year? That's really what the playoffs are. How well did you pay attention? And dumb luck. And kind of also matchup. So we start the playoffs on Sunday with Seattle versus San Francisco. I'm kind of glad this is a 4:30 game, which means I will miss the game, the Saturday game that I find least entertaining because I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers who just steamroll the Seahawks. Geno Smith, good story, good story. Raises question: will Seattle take a quarterback or will they roll with Geno? They are one of the teams I think Carolina might trade with to jump up. I'll get to that on Saturday. But the Saturday night games, actually, my pick of game of the wild card round, and as the Los Angeles Chargers, you made the playoffs, so you get your name right, versus the red hot Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going Jacksonville. These are two teams that are playing good football, but Jacksonville, I just think, is going to be slightly better. I think, what is that quarterback's name? Trevor Lawrence has a little bit better offensive line than Justin Herbert. I think the quarterback play is about even. I think that it's going to come down to who gets time to throw. Moving over to Sunday, we got 3 games. We got the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. This is my pick of worst game of the round. Buffalo, I just think she's going to steamroll Miami and then have that. No, they wouldn't play that strong. Okay. Yeah, Buffalo. Then we got probably one of the most entertaining NFC games. You got the New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. I am taking Giants. They almost beat them a week ago. Giants put up a great fight against the Eagles with the bulk of their backups in, and Minnesota is very not looking good. Now, it's suspicious. I have to go find a new logo now. But yeah, Giants. Which, if I'm correct on all the picks, that's going to leave for a fun round next month. Then we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals, easy. I do not know if Lamar Jackson is playing. Baltimore has not looked good, and the Bengals are playing angry that last game got canceled and kind of potentially screwed them out of almost the 1 seed. And the Monday night game, which is just weird that you're playing a football game on Monday night. I'm not fully complaining. Is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady and the Bucs. Dallas has looked god awful the last 2 weeks. Tampa looked really good against Carolina, who I have compared a lot this season to Dallas with my buddy Chris, because it's like both teams have defense. Both teams' lines are questionable, but look, they should be good. They both can run the ball and suspect quarterbacks. I'm not sure if Dak is going to be there next year. That is a giant question mark. I'll fix that later. So I am going with Tom Brady. It's hard to bet against that man. But that is it. That is the wild card round. I'm not seeing that many really good games this weekend. I'm messing with my phone. There. Yeah, I don't see that many good games. I don't think it's going to be one of those rounds like, oh, we got to watch this round of football. It's going to be great. I have a feeling it could be a lot like that college football championship game where it's just like not good football, blowouts. One team shows that they should be there, and the other team's like, we're happy to be here. We showed improvement. That's kind of how I feel this is. The big question marks of this round is just looking at the thing. That Dallas-Tampa game. Dallas wins. What does Tom Brady and Mike Evans do? Dallas loses. What's the plan with Dak? Because he has not looked good. But that's it. That's all I got. I will see you weird people Saturday.